What's going on? We back. Boxing Clinic and more. Week 1 NFL preview pick'em show. Something I be doing weekly. I ain't saying I'm Nostradamus or I'm the greatest NFL picker of games. Week 1 is one of those tough picks to pick because you always got surprise teams and you don't have many analytics to go on, and preseason is very, very irrelevant at this point. All right. So we're gonna go through some games. We're gonna talk about more game. We're gonna talk a little bit more about the more important games than the more sorry games, and then later on I go live and talk boxing. So what up, D Brown? What's going on? Angel Santos, CV Sports TV, we in the building. Graylin Welch, we in the building. And if you come in here talking about I'm boycotting NFL, I don't give a fuck what you boycott. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? I already told my stance on that shit. I mean, if you want to say the NFL owners is racist, everything you do in life, and you probably driving a car that's made by racists. You go to Walmart, they racist. You know what I'm saying? Boxing, Angel Garcia calling niggas monkeys, that's racist. You know what I'm saying? We can go on and on about the shit, man. So keep your personal views to yourself. I obviously don't give a shit about them. All right. And in week 1, we got some good matchups. Let's roll through some of the matchups. We'll talk about the premier matchups in week 1. I think my best games to look at is obviously the Falcons and the Eagles. Sounds like Nick Foles will start that game. Also, you have the Houston Texans. That's Thursday. The Falcons Eagles is opening Thursday up at 8:20. Then you also have Houston and the New England Patriots. I think that's a great game. That's going to be on Sunday. That's going to be a hell of a game. We're going to talk a lot more about that. When you got Jimmy Garoppolo, the $100 million man, I believe, facing the fully guaranteed man and Kirk Cousins. So you got the 49ers and the Vikings. That's an excellent matchup. Cowboys and Panthers, another excellent matchup. And that's pretty much as far as your elite games. Sunday, Seahawks, Broncos, Panthers, Cowboys is an elite game. A lot of people be watching. Texans, Patriots on Sunday, and also on Thursday you got the Falcons and the Eagles. All right, your really, really good games. That ain't really elite. I believe is also 49ers, Vikings. Excuse me, the elite game. They're really, really good games. Jaguars, Giants, I think is going to be a really, really good game. Chiefs and Chargers is a fringe of a good and a great game, elite game as well. Also, you have the Rams and the Raiders. So you have some really, really good games going on week 1. We could talk about the Eagles in the 49, the Eagles in the Falcons game. Let's talk about the Eagles and the Falcons game. Y'all can let me know who y'all want to win this one in the chat. The Falcons reloaded as far as their offense. They did get rid of Taylor Gabriel. He went to Chicago Bears. Now, he really didn't do much like he was supposed to. Like I said, if you don't fuck with the NFL, you ain't got to watch. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. I said that in the beginning of that, man. You don't want to fuck with the NFL? I don't care. That's your preference. I don't care if you don't like the NFL. If your premise on not liking the NFL is being racist, we'll stop going to all the places you go to and stop all that. Because a lot of them NFL billionaires, they own a lot of the shit that you shop at. They affiliate. A lot of these motherfuckers is affiliated with different shit, man. You support boxing, and boxing is built on racism, man. So at the end of the day, I obviously don't care. Like I said. But yeah, I got the Falcons over the Eagles. I'm not gonna hold you up. Like I say, man, the Falcons is gonna review that tape versus Nick Foles, and the Falcons, they are regular season kings. The Falcons look good in the regular season. If this was a playoff game, I probably would favor the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? But the Falcons got Calvin Ridley out of Alabama. They bring back Julio. They didn't pay him a little bit real quick to shut him up for right now. He's gonna be motivated. Freeman, Coleman. I think the Eagles is gonna have the Super Bowl hangover. And I think the Eagles. I seen that ad with Colin Kaepernick, and they've been paying Kaepernick on the low. Hey, hold that question for a minute. We talk about that towards the latter half of the show. But yeah, I just think the Falcons thrive in regular season. I think they're gonna upset the party Thursday in Philly. It ain't gonna be no snow, long as it don't rain. I think Matt Ryan is gonna try to get revenge. He's a regular season diva, Don Dada. He's a regular season Don Dada. You know what I'm saying? He's a guy that likes to thrive on regular season. If it's playoff pressure, I wouldn't even pick the Falcons. But I think the Falcons is eventually gonna be too much. But the Eagles, I think, they're gonna have a Super Bowl hangover, and they're gonna crash the party. You know, I'm not sure what the spread is for that game, which I could tell you real quick. I could tell you real quick. Give me 1 second. But if the Eagles are favored and you looking to the cash in my opinion, I would pick I legitimately would pick the Falcons to win that game, man. I would pick the Falcons. They thrive in regular season. You know, I'm trying to look at the sports book. I can't. I'm trying to look at the sports book for week 1, man. Okay. I don't know. I went to some dumb shit, man. Hold on. Here we go. I'm about to pick it up right now. The sports book. It looked like hold on. It looked like Philly is favored by 4 on one book. Yeah, Philly is favored by 4 on one. They favored by 2.5 on another one. They favored by 2.5 on another one. 2.5, 2.5, 2.5, 2.5. So Philly is favored across the board in this one. I'm telling you, this is probably my upset of the week. Atlanta's gonna go into Philly and they're gonna beat them, in my opinion. They're going to beat them. You know what I'm saying? Look out for that. They're going to beat them. If you want to make some money on bravado, or if your state is legalized sports betting, that's where you want to make your bones at, family. That's where you want to make your bones at. All right. All right, we're gonna go through some quick ones real quick. Then we're gonna get back to the elite matchups. Bengals taking on the Colts. They in the dome. Andrew Luck ain't really played a live NFL game. You also can count on him on a healthy basis. When he's healthy to give you a turnover, a pick, or a fumble. As far as what the Colts done this offseason, they got some offensive linemen, and I think they got they did something, but I still don't think they got the premier running back of the defense. I'm taking Andy Dalton in the Bengals to beat the Colts, in my opinion. And what does the book have it as? A lot of them got Indianapolis favored to beat the Cincinnati Bengals by 3. So, and one is 1.5. I'm telling you right now, that's another game you can make money on. Andy Dalton thrives. On games like this. He another regular season king. You know, in a regular season king, he will ball out. Trust me, he will ball out. Yeah, Foles is gonna start. BJ says Foles will start. What's up, Tay? I see you. He will start. So I'm trying to tell you, take the Cincinnati Bengals, man, over the Colts. If you betting, man, I want to get Trey X on here to explain betting a little bit more. I got to link up with him, man. But if you betting, man, take the fucking Cincinnati Bengals. You know, and take the points with the Bengals. The point spread is anywhere from 1.5 to 3 points in Indianapolis. Take the Bengals. You know, at the end of the day, the Bengals still got a stout defense. The Bengals still got A.J. Green. Nobody in Indianapolis can cover A.J. Green. They still got Giovanni Bernard, Joe Mixon. Andy Dalton is just like Matt Ryan. They kings in the regular season. They slang that boy around. Don't take the Colts. Don't take the Colts. I'm stern. Take the Cincinnati Bengals in the dome over the Colts. Andrew Luck is not ready yet. And even if Andrew Luck was on his shit, this is going to be a tough game from him for the lack of weapons. I know they got T.Y. Hilton and Moncrief. I like all them guys like over there, but I don't trust their defense to guard A.J. Green. And you better start A.J. Green week 1. I'm starting A.J. Green in fantasy week 1. He should eat. He shall eat that in week 1, all right? I will not take the Colts. You out your fucking mind with Andrew Luck, not being 100% healthy. Bengals Ravens, this is an easy one. Nathan Peterman is starting. We're not gonna spend too much time on this one, Tay. I see the Baltimore sign. I'm taking the Ravens over the Bills. Excuse me. Shady McCoy is eligible to play due to his ongoing investigation about his girlfriend and I'm not gonna get into that, but Ravens should win. You know, Lamar Jackson is the third string quarterback. They named RG3 as the second string quarterback. Nothing to be scared about in there. I mean, let's see what the Ravens are favored. Baltimore is favored anywhere from 3.5 to 7-point favorites, a whole touchdown. You know, when they compete, and I don't know if they updated this since Nathan Peterman started, it might be a full 10-point spread. That's a safe pick. You ain't gonna make no money off that game unless the Bills cover. I wouldn't trust Nathan Peterman to cover shit. But they feel like Nathan Peterman is better than AJ McCarron. They dealt AJ McCarron. All right. The Buccaneers taking on the Saints, another easy one. It's a 1:00 Sunday game. Obviously, I got the Saints. No famous Jameis. Just Ryan Fitzpatrick being the field general for the Bucs. It ain't the worst case scenario, but like I say, man, unless Drew Brees gets super old overnight, which I don't see that happening this early in the season, I take the Saints. The Saints is favored anywhere from 7.5 to 9.5 points, man. The Saints is almost favored a whole touchdown plus +2. So that's another. I wouldn't pick Tampa Bay to cover that. Now with Ryan Fitzpatrick, they had Jameis Winston. I'll be like, but they're missing a few offensive linemen. I don't know if they're going to be healthy, but it doesn't matter. The offensive line sucks in fucking general. All right, they suck in general. So we moving on. We're going to skip the Houston and Patriots and 49ers and Vikings. Going to say them for the end. Titans and the Dolphins, I think that's a really good matchup. I mean, for fantasy users, man, I like Derrick Henry here. I really, really like Derrick Henry here versus the Dolphins. I believe Derrick Henry will run wild in this game as far as getting you fantasy points for touchdowns. I like the Titans here, man. I like the Titans over the Dolphins, even in Miami. I think Mariota is going to take somewhat of a step forward this year. I think Corey Davis is going to be better. I like what they did defensively wise. They got Malcolm Butler. Adoree Jackson is balling at corner. The safety Gilliard, I like him. I think that's his name. I like Jarrell Casey. I like the fucking Titans, here. Let's see what Vegas say about the Titans they all like the Titans as well, too. Anywhere from 1.5 to 2.5 points. I think it's going to be at least a 3-point game. I think Titans will win by 3 at least. You know what I'm saying? And that's my opinion. I like the Titans over the Dolphins. I like them a lot over the Dolphins, man. Yeah, make sure I hit that like button, man. Also, you got the Jags and the Giants. They come into MetLife Stadium in Jersey. That's going to be an interesting game from the standpoint of Odell versus Jalen Ramsey. If Odell had a better quarterback, I really like that matchup. I think Eli do have something to prove here. The Giants lost a lot on defense. Talking about Jason Pierre-Paul, they lost him. Olivier Martin is dealing with some type of injury. The Giants kind of proved their offensive line. They kicked Flowers to right tackle. They brought in left tackle. Can't remember who it was. Sterling Shepard, Ingram, Saquon Barkley is debuting here. We knew the Jags were one of the worst teams against the run all last year. Blake Bortles is returning with D.D. Westbrook and some of the other receivers they got. They got rid of Hearns and they got rid of Allen Robinson, Detroit native. This is going to be a tricky game right here. This is going to be a tricky game, man. I don't see Blake Bortles taking no step up in this game. I'm going to take the Jaguars, but I think they're going to take a monumental step back now being 100 and not being 100 no more. But I took the Jaguars, and Vegas took the Jaguars by 3 points. Across the board, Vegas is favoring the Jaguars by 3 points, so it's going to be a fairly competitive game. Odell got his money. We're going to see what Odell do, but I like the Jaguars as well, CB Sports TV as well. I picked them. Yeah, I like that's possible the Giants can beat the Jags. I can definitely see that. That's not one of the picks that I'm going to say, the niggas going to beat them. I just think the Jaguars just do enough to get by. But Saquon Barkley, we'll do fantasy advice as we go. But Saquon Barkley, I would take a chance on him versus the Jaguars. I know Talvin Smith is very, very fast in coverage. But I think Saquon Barkley is going to thrive here. I like Evan Ingram as well here as well. I think Odell is going to do what he do. But Jaguars, I like their defense to pick off to get you some turnovers, and probably get you a touchdown. So that's a defense I'd take. But offensively, I'd just take Leonard Fournette if anybody off the Jaguars. I wouldn't trust nobody else over there. Pittsburgh and the Cleveland Browns, another Sunday 1:00 game. I don't believe in the Cleveland Browns upsetting Pittsburgh without Le'Veon Bell or with James Conner starting. I got the Steelers. The Browns, I never really was sold on Tyrod Taylor, to be honest. I wasn't sold on him. He's a solid quarterback at best, but at best. I like the Steelers to dominate the Browns. I'm not gonna spend too much time here. Let's see what Vegas likes. They like Pittsburgh for anywhere from 7 points to 4 to 5 points. So favorites. Yeah, I see it. I see it being a blowout again this year. I think Cleveland gonna get baptized. I think the cornerback from Ohio State, Denzel Ward, is hurt. They gonna get torched. I'm just telling you, Juju Smith-Jr., Antonio Brown is the guys that I would be looking to start in that situation. I don't think I go 0-16 again. It's possible. I hope not. Yeah. Oh, Tyrone Graves say he talking about Jalen Ramsey better step up. He was talking that cash money this offseason. Yeah. I mean, I don't think he got too much to worry about in week 1 with Eli throwing the ball. But Odell Beckham does make Eli Manning look really, really good, man. He does make him look really, really good. So, yeah, I agree. It's a lot of pressure going up against Odell. I think Odell is one of the most talented receivers out there. All right. Y'all can pick with me as we go, man. We can pick as we go. I used to do a pick'em league on Facebook. I just had I didn't have enough time. Okay, another Fringe Elite good game on Saturday. Start the 4:00 games right here. Okay, I'm on Sunday. Chiefs and Chargers. Pat Mahomes going against a really, really good LA Charger defense. They suck against the run. All right. Kansas City got rid of their best corner, Marcus Peters. They really never had a good secondary overall. Eric Berry should be back healthy as well. Haven't heard too much from him this offseason. But I don't see them having the corners. But Patrick Mahomes can throw it. Tyreek Hill, look for him. Travis Kelce. This is going to be a shootout, I believe. But I think the Chargers defense is going to step up with Jason Ferrell. I think Casey Hayward got injured in the offseason. He's done for the season. Melvin Ingram stepped up last year. Joey Bosa. I like the Chargers just off the simple fact of the quarterback experience and the defense. Their defense is going to be solid. If they sold up the run defense, they're going to be a Super Bowl contender coming out the AFC, in my opinion. I like the Los Angeles Chargers here. I know I'll be calling them San Diego. I like the Los Angeles Chargers here, man. Over the Chiefs, but don't be surprised if Pat Mahomes put up some big, big numbers with Sammy Watkins, Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill. It's going to be a shootout, I believe, And if you one of them dudes that play FanDuel and you stack your lineup, I think overall, or if you play 4 p.m. only, Express, whatever it may be, I will stack this Chargers-Chiefs game probably before I stack the Cowboys and the Panthers game. It's going to be a high-scoring game, but I just trust the LA Chargers defense a little bit more. And the Chargers are favored from anywhere from 3 to 3.5 points over the Kansas City Chiefs this week. But like I said, we're starting 4 p.m. games. Honestly, I like Melvin Gordon here if he's healthy. In this game, fantasy-wise, I like all the Chiefs. I like Patrick Mahomes for his price on FanDuel if you got him. I like Patrick Mahomes. I like Tyreek Hill. I like Sammy Watkins here if he can stay healthy. That's always about starting Sammy Watkins is his health. He can get injured at any time, and you can't afford no zeros in standard or daily fantasy. I like Travis Kelce here as well. I like the San Diego Chargers defense to get some turnovers, but then again, they might give up a lot of points. So I really don't know about starting either one of these defenses. But Chargers, Phillip Rivers, Keenan Allen, big. Pay up for Keenan Allen if you daily. If you standard fantasy, still, if you got Keenan Allen, start him. Who else do you have here? Antonio Gates is back. I don't know if he's going to play right away. He just re-signed because the other kid tore his knee up as well. Melvin Gordon, start him. And also, if you playing daily or you a guy that needs an extra receiver in fantasy, Stanley, try Mike Williams from the San Diego Chargers. I think his name is Mike Williams from Clemson. He was injured all last week. Looked fantastic in the season opener, okay? In the preseason. Okay, we're going to skip the Cowboy-Panthers game and come back to that. We're going to spend some time on that. Redskins and Cardinals, I find that a difficult game to really pick. But you probably can count on Sam Bradford getting injured in this game. It's a tough pick, man. I gotta look at my pick'ems and see who the hell I picked for that game, man. Give me one quick. I think I end up picking the Cardinals in this game. I think I end up picking the Cardinals in this game, man. Let me check it out, man. I don't fucking remember who I picked. I think I picked the Cardinals though, man. Let me see. I'm pulling it up right now. Yeah, I picked the Cardinals to win this game, man. Like I said, I don't know the fuck why, man. This is a tough game, man. We can talk a little bit more about this game. The Redskins got Alex Smith, Josh Dodson. He showed up when he wanted to. Jamison Crowder, he's a good receiver. They got rid of Terrell Pryor. Adrian Peterson is running the ball against his old team in the Cardinals. Jordan Reed, if he's healthy, he never healthy though, but he's a weapon. The Redskin defense is coming around, but the Cardinals defense is still good without the Honey Badger. They still got Patrick Peterson. You know what, man? This is a tough game to pick, to be honest. I'm going to just ride with my original pick of the Cardinals over the Redskins. But it's a tough game, man. We can analyze this game all day from the hypothetical standpoint, but you really don't fucking know in this game. You know, it's not a sexy matchup, but like I said, man, I haven't even looked at some of these Vegas picks yet, okay? It's a pick'em game. It's a pick'em. You know, it's definitely a pick'em game, man. You got one 1 point spread. You know, it's a pick'em game. Vegas has it as a pick'em. You know, one got them 0.5. Washington pick'em. I mean, it's a pick'em game, man. It's a pick'em game. You know, great fantasy pick. Yeah, I agree. Peterson, David Johnson takes over. I forgot about him coming back healthy. You know, it's Cardinals, man. It's a pick'em game in Vegas. A lot of them got it as a pick'em. So this is the closest game that we done talked about thus far. And just looking at the matchup in week one, it damn near makes it impossible to pick. But you might see Josh Rosen in because Sam Bradford ain't never healthy. Never healthy. So that's a really, really good, tough game to talk about. Now you got Seattle versus the Denver Broncos. It's another tough game to talk about. Seattle lost so much. Earl Thomas might not play. Shaquem Griffin and Shaquille Griffin, you know, the one-handed linebacker and his brother, the cornerback. I'm gonna take Denver. I know I took Denver in this game. I took Denver in this game because they in Denver. That's why I took Denver. I'm gonna keep it real. I took Denver because they in Denver and Seattle lost a lot. Von Miller gonna be on Russell Wilson ass. I think Shane Ray might be healthy. I know they lost to Lead, but they still got Chris Harris. He's a really, really good corner. They lost TJ Ward last year. They released him. Really, really good game though. But my bad. I'm gonna reverse a little bit. Well, after I go back do this, I'll reverse. In this actual game, you take the defenses. Take the defenses in this game. Offensively, I really wouldn't pick nobody in this game offensively. It's tough. It's tough. If anybody, I might take Case Keenum if you in daily fantasy or somehow your regular quarterback got hurt because this, you got Bobby Wagner, but if Earl Thomas don't play, no Sheldon Richardson, he moved on to to Minnesota. Case Keenum should be able to sling that ball around all day. No Cliff Averill. Yeah, I would take Case Keenum and some of the Denver offensive players. The kid from Oregon, Royce Freeman. I like him. I don't know if Penny is healthy. Let me do some research real quick. Rashad Penny. Okay. I'm going to check him out. I know he was supposed to be like a second, third rounder. He ended up going in the first. You know, it's the guy that a lot of the Lions fans wanted him to get. Let me see. He must be healthy. I don't see anything talking about he not healthy. Better I go to FanDuel. FanDuel will tell me. Hold on, FanDuel will tell me faster. But yeah, as far as this game, I would take what's the guy name? Demaryius Thomas in this game. You know, I definitely would take him. I don't know if Emmanuel Sanders is still over there or what, but I'll take a lot of them guys, man. I'm looking at Rashad Penny health real quick. Let me go to that Pacific game. Denver and Seattle. Okay, the injury report on him is Penny will have the cast removed from his broken finger Wednesday, keeping him on track to suit up for the season opener. So he's expected to play. Rashad Penny from San Diego State is expected to play. He's gonna be a huge weapon. Or if Seattle gonna have any type of success, he's gonna be a huge weapon in their success. So if he plays, he returns kicks. I don't know if he's gonna return kicks for Seattle, catch it out the backfield, can run it. It's a guy will take a chance on for his price on daily fantasy and in standard drafts. A lot of people may not have picked him up. So if he's in your waiver wire and you're looking for extra running back, Rashad Penny got explosive speed and he's a big guy that plays behind his pass. All right. But obviously this game is in favor of Denver by 1.5, 3, 2.5. It's a close game, but Denver is the consensus favorite across the Vegas books. Yep. Yeah, he's not probably gonna play the whole game. We're talking about Rashad Penny. He gonna share some time, but he explosive though. He explosive. But we shouldn't talk about the fantasy picks for the Washington game and the Cardinals. I like David Johnson, Adrian Peterson for the bank for your buck if you daily or if you standard. Receiver wise, Fitzgerald all day. Fitzgerald all day in that slot. Josh Norman can't play the slot. Fitzgerald is a slot receiver. You take Fitzgerald and you roll with it. All right. Take Larry Fitzgerald and roll with it out their game. I would probably defensively wise, I'd more likely take the Arizona defense. The Washington defense, I'm not sure about them, but definitely interesting fantasy game. And then the night game Sunday, you got the Bears taking on the Packers. Khalil Mack. He look like he's in good shape, but I'm pretty sure he's not in football shape as far as taking the hits. So he'll be a situational pass rusher. I look for Aaron Rodgers to come out and make a statement versus the Bears and get them on the board early. We want to see what Nagy has in store for Mitchell Trubisky in the offense. A lot of the Chicago Bear fans tend to think that Nagy, coming from Kansas City, is a pass-happy guy like Andy Reid, which he is. And people say, well, how do we know he's Kareem Hunt was the leading rusher? But in the playoff game last year versus the Titans, the Kansas City Chiefs didn't run the ball with Kareem Hunt. They went away from running the ball with him, And, in Chicago, they got two good backs, Tariq Cohen and I think a top-tier running back, in my opinion, and Jordan Howard. They're going to need to run the ball with him. I don't think Trubisky ready to let it fly yet, even though he got some new weapons, and Taylor Gabriel from Atlanta, Allen Robinson from Jacksonville, Trey Burton from former quarterback from Oklahoma from the Philadelphia Eagles playing tight end. They got some weapons. They did trade away Kyle Long, the offensive lineman. So we'll see, man. Green Bay made some improvements as well, too. They got Muhammad Wilkerson up front. They added Jimmy Graham on the offensive side, got rid of Jordan Nelson. But I look for Aaron Rodgers to take advantage of the Bears while Khalil Mack isn't implemented. But also they do have two Georgia bookends in Leonard Floyd and Roquan Smith. But Roquan Smith ain't got a whole lot of action because he held out in training camp over some situation. But this game is played in Green Bay, so yeah, I got to go with Green Bay. Green Bay defense is suspect, but look for Trubisky, man. If they get the winging that ball around with Trubisky and he started throwing interceptions, because last year they kind of babied Trubisky because Chicago didn't have a lot of weapons offensively wise, but Trubisky looked accurate. But if they're gonna open up the playbook for Trubisky this year, we'll see, man. I think it's a game that Chicago could steal, but I like Green Bay just early on in the season. Aaron Rodgers is going to torch the Bears, I believe. Their secondary does need some more love and care and some more help, but Vegas got Green Bay by 9, 7.5, 7.5, 8. Right in that range across the board. Everybody's favoring Green Bay. Yeah, if the Bears defense is crazy and they implement Matt, that's going to be a problem. But they don't have a secondary to match. Kyle Fuller is hit or miss. Green Bay try to get him, he hit or miss. But as far as Green Bay defense, their defense ain't all that neither. Muhammad Wilkerson, if he motivated, and Mike Neal, that's nasty right there. But as far as the middle linebacker position, Clay Matthews is better being a pass rusher, but now they're asking Clay Matthews to cover, play middle, and then their secondary is full of young corners. The kid from Washington last year, They got the kid from Louisville this year. I like him a lot. You know, they safeties was sorry last year. They brought Jamon Williams back. We'll see, man. This might be a high-scoring game in my opinion. But fantasy picks here, obviously, you got to take Aaron Rodgers here. Jimmy Graham, I would try him out week 1, but I'm not sure about him. Devontae Adams, I'm taking him. Jordan Howard and Tyreek Cohen. I'm gonna take both of them. You know, I like Tyreek Cohen. As far as the Bears receivers, I just have to sit there and wait. As far as Florida State, I'm not sure. I have to give me a minute. I'm gonna check on that. We're almost done wrapping it up, and then we'll switch to boxing in another live stream. All right, but the 2 Monday night games, Jets and Lions, which I got to do a prediction video from my other channel. I am a Lions fan, but really I'm not a homer as far as, you know, my biased opinion. I leave that at home. Jets and Lions. Sam Darnold starting week 1. And Lions at home Monday night. I'll be at that game. You got to go with the Lions, you know, but it will be the Lions to let a rookie quarterback come in and light them up. But the Jets, they do got Bilal Powell. They got my Alabama State fellow Hornet and Isaiah Crowell. They got Robbie Anderson. I like him a lot. If you a fantasy guy, I would start Robbie Anderson. As long as he's not suspended, I would double check that because he got into some trouble this offseason. I like Robbie Anderson. And for the Lions, you know, the Jets got rid of Muhammad Wilkerson, Sheldon Richardson in the past calendar year. They're young. Jamal Adams is a good safety. Some of their corners, D. Milliner didn't pan out. Revis obviously moved on and retired. You got to like the Lions receivers here. You know, Kenny Galladay is a cheap pick for fantasy on FanDuel and DraftKings. He a big-time deep threat. Golden Tate is good in the slot. Marvin Jones is going to get you some points as well. He a good possession and deep ball receiver. And also, Kerryon Johnson should eat this game as well if they use him the right way. As far as the Jets, I like Robbie Anderson. I wouldn't start Sam Darnold, but versus the Lions, you never know. You know, they make backup and rookie quarterbacks look famous, all right? Especially with their second corner sucking monkey balls. So, yeah, it should be a good game, but I think the Lions will win. They should win by at least 10 points, to be honest. On Monday night is no better atmosphere than Ford Field in the NFL. Trust me, I've been there. And they got the Lions favored by a 6.5 across the board, basically. So, it'll be a good game. So, I got the Lions as well, man. They should. If they lose this game, all hell is going to break loose. Saul, what's going on? Javon Sims been going off for the Bears at receivers. Yeah, I heard about him. They should start Josh McDowell, in my opinion. He's a veteran, but hey, throw the kid into the fire. He's the youngest quarterback to start an NFL game since Matthew Stafford. Okay, we're moving on to the Rams and the Raiders. Man, it's the Monday night 10 p.m. game. I got the Rams. Aaron Donald is going to be healthy like last year. He held out. He came in, didn't miss a beat. Aaron Donald and Dominican Sue. To lead Marcus Peters. Man. Oh, man, the Raiders going to be in trouble, man. They already got Khalil Mack. That defense going to be suspect. Take all the Rams you want. If you playing Thursday to Monday, or you playing the late Sunday to the Monday thing on FanDuel or overall fantasy, you take the Rams, bro. I mean, you take every Rams superstar, Robert Woods, Jared Goff, Cooper Kupp, Todd Gurley. You start all of them. It's going to be a massacre. It's going to be a massacre. Take all the Rams you can get. Take the Rams defense well. Take them all. Take them all. Get you a couple backups if your salary cap over on FanDuel. You know? Yep, they favor by 4.5 across the board. At least 5. And one got to pick it. He has to pick it. But, yep. So, okay, those are the regular matchups. Now we about to get to the premier matchups. All right, y'all? Check the comment section. Yep, Rams easy. Yep, Rams easy. How often do you watch football? Oh, that's my sport all the time. If it's on, I'm probably watching it. I watch it more than boxing. If boxing had better matchups, I watch that more, but you know what I mean. All right, Dallas and the Panthers. All right, Cowboys and the Panthers. Are they in Carolina? For some reason, I thought them niggas is in Dallas. Let me see who I picked for this game, because I thought this shit was in Dallas. I don't know why, because I'm used to the Dallas opening up. I went on and took the Panthers in this one. I got the Panthers versus the Cowboys in this situation. I know Thomas Davis is suspended. I think this for performance enhancing drug use. Um, but Kuechly is the best middle linebacker in football. I like their front seven. Are their secondary improved? I don't trust the Dallas Cowboys receivers. Obviously, Terrence Williams didn't do shit when Dez Bryant was popping. When he wasn't popping, he didn't do shit. No Jason Witten. They don't have no tight ends that's proven. Gallup, I don't trust him yet. Tavon Austin, he never did shit. It's Zeke a bust this game. And I think the Panthers are going to stack up on Zeke. But look for Zeke to catch the ball out the backfield more this year. I'm just picking the Carolina Panthers. I think the Panthers are just too much for the Dallas Cowboys. I'm picking the Panthers. I think it's going to be a fairly comfortable win for the Packers. I think it's going to be very, very comfortable, man. I think the Panthers front seven is too strong for Ezekiel Elliott. I think they're going to stack the box, and they're gonna make that Dakota Prescott and the receivers beat them. And they on the road versus the Carolina Panthers. I like the Panthers, man. I'm pretty confident the Panthers beating them. But Zeke is a beast, but Carolina front seven is a beast. They a beast. I like Carolina. I like Carolina comfortably over the Dallas Cowboys comfortably. You know, and that's no knock because I don't like the Cowboys. I just don't see they receivers. You know what I'm saying? Or receivers being there, the tight end. It's a lot of questions there. And I know Carolina's gonna have a good defense, but Ryan Rivera. I know they Cam Newton. Let's talk about Cam Newton for a minute. He got the kid DJ Moore from Maryland, who's real polished, route runner, good receiver. Devin Funchess is projected to have a good game. Christian McCaffrey is good. It's gonna be interesting, man. Yeah, like I said, you Cowboy fans be hoping and praying, man. I don't see it. I don't see the receivers. Carolina, I can see Zeke getting off because he can't catch it too this year. But Thomas Davis not being here, that's a problem. But like I said, I trust the Carolina front seven. I trust that front seven to box them in, and Dakota Prescott beat him with his arm. And I'm gonna take the Panthers defense to win that. Nobody scored on Dallas in the first team defense. Man, that's preseason, man. That's preseason. Y'all buying that Skip Bayless shit, man. That defense, they gotta show me, man. David Irvin, DeMarcus Lawrence, like him. Sean Lee, when he healthy, I like him. The Jalen kid from Notre Dame, I like him. But who y'all corners again? I know Scandrick, he didn't left off. I know Byron Jones, I think he playing safety. Is Jeff Heath still is Jeff Heath still the motherfucking if Jeff Heath, was it the Heath? He from here too. He from somewhere in Michigan, I believe. Is Heath still y'all safety? Who is the Dallas cornerbacks, man? Hold on, man. We're gonna look this up. I know this something. I should have saved this game for last. I really should have. I'm gonna look at who y'all corners is. Oh, Cheeto, he all right, man. Oh, Jones is back at corner. Hold on, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, Jeff Heath still y'all fucking safety. Xavier Wood is another. I don't know who the hell he is. I like the Cheeto guy from Colorado. I like him. Jordan Lewis, he from Michigan. I'm a big Michigan fan. I like him in the slot. And Byron Jones and Anthony Brown. Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I like some of y'all young corner. Oh, y'all got Taco, Randy Gregory back from the Whedon. Tyron Crawford, I like him. Y'all got a solid defense, but Cam Newton does give and taketh away. You know, he does. But I still like Carolina. If this was in Dallas, I might like Dallas. But I like Carolina. You know, y'all can bank on Sean Lee all y'all want to. You know, y'all can bank on him all y'all want to, but that motherfucker is often injured. The Panthers got a nasty front seven. The only thing that really not let me pick the Panthers by domination is the fact that I think Thomas Davis is suspended. And if you got as many fucking knee injuries as Thomas Davis, you should be able to shoot up as many words as you want to. Yeah, he's suspended for the first. Hold on. How long this motherfucker suspended for? What's going on, Colossal Sports TV?
What's good? What's good?
Hold on, I'm saying I mean Dave. Yeah, trying to see how many games this nigga suspended for. He's suspended for the first 4 games. So yeah, Thomas Davis. Yeah, I'm taking them niggas over Dallas, and I'll let you get your picks in a minute. Before we get into the rest of the picks, I'm gonna go through the picks to get you up to speed. We already halfway done, but I'll let you pick. All right, we're gonna say that game for the premier pick. You got the Bengals at the Colts. Who you got?
Ooh, I'm gonna go with the Colts. Andrew look back. You know
I'm gonna put your. I got the man. That nigga ain't back. That nigga done. I got the Bengals, but Bills and Ravens. I shouldn't even have to ask you that one. Go ahead and make it quick. Nathan Peterman starting. You said Ravens?
Yeah.
Bucks and Saints, another easy one. Who you got?
You said Bucks and Saints?
Yeah, Bucks at the Saints.
Oh, Saints.
Okay, no Jameis Winston. We're gonna say that the Patriot game. We're gonna say that game too. Okay, I already know who you picking this game. Tennessee at Miami.
Tennessee, easy.
Okay. Jaguars at Giants.
Ooh. Jaguars, their defense is gonna travel.
Yep. Steelers, Browns. Okay.
I mean, I ain't gonna sleep on the Browns because they got a Jarvis injury.
Man, nigga, I'm taking a Snow White nap, nigga.
But I'm gonna go with the Steelers.
Chargers. Chiefs at Chargers.
Ooh.
Rookie quarterback. I'm gonna credit their best corner.
I'm gonna go with the. They got Kareem Hunt. They got Sammy Watkins. You know what I'm saying?
Guaranteed to get injured by halftime Watkins.
Tariq Hill, though. I'm gonna go with Chiefs.
All right, I'll pick the Chargers. Cowboys Panthers. That's the game we talking about. Give me a minute on that one. Redskins at Cardinals.
Cardinals.
All right, we are in agreement on that one. Seahawks at Denver.
Seahawks.
I picked Denver. Bears at Packers.
Shit, if this was in Chicago, I picked them since they got Mac. But I'm gonna go with the Packers, even though
they favored by like 10 points.
Even though their receiving core kind of suspect, they unknown.
Man, that nigga make them niggas. Them niggas he make receivers. They got Adams, Graham, Geronimo Allison. I think old boy might be back. Randall Cobb too. I don't know. He was injured.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with the Packers I think it's gonna be closer. You know what I'm saying? I'd say about touchdown.
I don't know. I think it's gonna be a high scoring game, low key, man. I think Packers gonna beat them though. Jets, Lions. I already know who you got. Go ahead.
Lions easy.
Rams and Raiders. Rams at the Raiders.
Rams easy.
I said the same thing. Start all the fucking Rams you got on your fantasy team, nigga. Start all of them niggas.
Yeah.
All right, we talking about the Dallas in the Panther game. Dallas is traveling at Carolina. What you think about that one?
Carolina should win. Dallas ain't all that to me, man, especially defensively. I think Sean Lee, he hurt. I mean, he injury prone like a motherfucker. What's the motherfucker Gregory?
Randy Gregory, he just back off the weed.
We don't know if he's gonna pop hot for a test. You know what I'm saying?
David Irvin. They got DeMarcus Lawrence. They got Byron Jones at corner. Jordan Lewis in the nickel. The Sheeto guy. I don't know. Jeff Heath still a starting safety. They got another nigga named Crawford. I don't trust him. Somebody told me ain't nobody scoring them in the preseason. I said that don't mean shit. The Lions went 5-0, 4-0 in the preseason. Went 0-16.
You know why I hate to be Dallas, bro? Because you can't trust your defense, and you can't trust your quarterback. You know what I'm saying?
You only can trust your Zeke.
Exactly, in the offensive line, bro. That's it.
You couldn't even trust them last year. What you talking about?
Well,
and old boy got a sickness too, though. Now anybody talking about that shit. The center.
Tyrone Smith.
No. Travis Frederick. He got some type of illness he dealing with.
Well, shit. Like I said, if you can't trust your defense, and you damn sure can't trust your quarterback, then Zeke ain't gonna win your games all the time. So I'm gonna roll it with Carolina. I think Cam gonna have a bounce back year. I think Jordan Moore from Maryland gonna be way better than Kelvin Benjamin as a rookie, or at least in his tenure in Carolina. I think that even with the loss to Thomas Davis for the first 4 games, Luke Kuechly, hopefully he can stay healthy. You know what I'm saying? He the leader of the defense. I still got enough pieces. I think Pepper's back, ain't he? I know he old as fuck, but still
he can still get it done.
You know what I'm saying? And that home crowd ain't no joke, bro. So I'm rolling with Carolina by 10 points or more.
Damn. Yeah, the bookies got them by 2.5, 3. It's gonna be a good ass 4:00 game. You know, if Dallas loses, it's gonna be even a better game.
Yep.
Yeah, shit. They said Dallas might get Earl Thomas. Seahawks said they're not trading him though.
No, not now. Not now. They might if they trade, they're gonna trade his ass to a fucking team that's on the. You know what I'm saying? They need a couple wins to get to the playoffs, or just trade him out of the conference.
He don't want to play there no more because they don't want to pay him, and all them niggas gone.
Shit, he should have been the first one they paying. Hell, he the only one, man. Richard Sherman, overrated. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think Richard Sherman overrated. I think he was real good though, man.
But I mean, who you rather have, him or Earl Thomas? I know they play different positions, but still.
Yeah, you know, maybe I mean, I'd rather have Earl Thomas, to be honest.
He should have been the first one getting paid, bro.
He got paid before everybody. He was just at a different time, you know.
Yeah, should have paid him again.
49ers versus Vikings. They had Minnesota, man.
Jimmy G.
Yeah, he got a tough week 1 matchup. That Minnesota defense, I ain't saying that it's 85 Bears-ish, but it's solid, man.
They good, bro.
They good.
They good, dog.
He gonna be go ahead.
No, the only thing with that shit is how, you know, because he called people by storm, you know, those last 4 games, or however many games it was. Even though we got tape on him when he played for, when he started the opening game in New England, 2 years ago against Arizona. Bro, ain't nobody seen that motherfucker play, you know, since then, you know what I'm saying, since before the point last year. While I think he is going to be the goods, you know, the offensive line going to have to protect him against a fucking stout defensive line of Minnesota. You know, they got good linebackers. They got good cornerbacks and Xavier Rhodes and them. You know what I'm saying? So while I'm going to pick them, I won't be surprised if this is a defensive battle and, you know what I'm saying, the fucking Vikings eke it out by 3 points.
It's going to be interesting. You got Kirk Cousins making his debut, man. He iffy, though, man. He ain't never had this many weapons, though. Thielen, you know, Diggs,
Cook.
Cook. Rudolph. I mean, I'm going to go with Minnesota, but just because they had the crib, but, I mean, what's the 49er defense looking like with DeForest Buckner? I mean, shit.
You know, that Ruben Foster. I say this.
He's suspended. He's suspended.
1 game, right?
3 games, I think it is.
I thought they reduced it to 1. Shit, you might be right. I know he's suspended, but if this game was taking place in like late November, early December, or in the playoffs, I fucking say Minnesota no off rip. You know what I'm saying? Because they accustomed to playing in that cold ass weather. But this shit it's gonna be warm.
Well, but they got a dome.
Oh well, shit. Good then, yeah.
They ain't playing outside no more in Minnesota. They got a dome.
Can't they retract that bitch?
No, that bitch is just a dome. Remember them fucking birds? They had to redo the stadium because the birds kept running into the glass window at top of it. They thought it was and the birds was killing themselves. He said it's 2 games, yeah, because I know he ain't gonna be playing for the Lions. Man, yeah, he under a lot of pressure. BJ talking about Kirk, because he got a fully guaranteed contract.
He trash as fuck, bro. He shouldn't.
I won't say he trash. He's solid. I mean, with the weapons behind him, the only problem is Minnesota gonna have with him is with Case Keenum. Like they're gonna have the same problem they had with Sam Bradford. Well, Case Keenum was mobile though. He made the offensive line look better than what it was. A lot of times he should have been on the ground. You know, if he was Sam Bradford or Kirk Cousins, he would have been on the ground a lot of the time though, man. A lot of the time he would have been on that motherfucking ground. But he was able to make shit happen. He was a loser. Now Kirk Cousins, he ain't really got no wheels. You know, and when teams start teeing off on his ass, man, they better hope Dalvin Cook come back healthy. Because Latavius Murray is hot and cold. He had a hot stretch last year. That nigga could be as cold as a motherfucking ice brick, man. You know? Yep. It's going to be interesting because I don't think the 49ers defense is weak, though.
Nope, they ain't weak. You know what I'm saying? They ain't the Jim Harbaugh defense when he was there. You know what I'm saying? But
fuck that motherfucker, man.
But,
fuck
you know what I'm saying? But like I said, though, they got Richard Sherman, who I said overrated. I don't think he overrated like to the point like that. I just don't think he, you know.
He might not be healthy, dog. He might just that injury might just.
He got burned by his teammate. What's the motherfucker?
Marquise Goodwin.
He got burned by that motherfucker easy.
That motherfucker was burning. And that motherfucker was burning everybody. That nigga run a 4-3, 4-2.
He can play, bro. He can fucking play. You know what I'm saying? And you got Garcon them on the offensive side. But
I forgot about that bum ass nigga, man.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know.
They got Solomon Thomas. I forgot about him. He was like a top 5 pick last year, wasn't he?
Out of Stanford.
Yeah. They got whoever the hell Earls Mitchell is, DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead. Yeah, they got some dogs up front. They got some dogs up front. Reuben Foster, even though he ain't gonna play. Yeah. Malcolm Smith, Richard Sherman. You know, I don't know who the fuck these safeties is. Colbert and Jaworski Tart. No, well, they got some cogs up front, bro.
Exactly.
When Reuben Foster come back, he gonna be a problem.
Exactly. As long as he stay out of trouble, he's gonna be a fucking beast, bro. But I mean, San Francisco gonna fucking ascend, bro. It's like when San Francisco get a quarterback, it don't matter how bad the other shit around them is. You know what I'm saying? You go through Steve Young, Montana. Hell, when Kaepernick was there for that stretch. Hell, even when Alex Smith
was there.
You know what I'm saying? Found itself. You know what I'm saying? So I think with Jimmy G leading the ham on the offense, it's gonna make the defense better because they just all they're gonna have to do is really play for the lead. You know, maintain the lead and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. That's gonna be a good ass game though. I'm glad I got NFL Sunday ticket for that one. Elvis Dumerville retired at the last minute for the 49ers though. Oh, yeah, I ain't mad at him. Shit, yeah, get the fuck up out of here, old ass. Yeah, I know Jared McKinney tore his shit up, man. They need to come get Amir Abdullah from us, bro. Y'all can have that whole ass nigga. All right, we about to move on to Houston versus going to New England versus Patriots. That's gonna be an interesting game for me because I don't know what I mean. Houston got a real good defense. If JJ Watt healthy, and they averaged they got the Honey Badger back there too. Yep. I mean, I'm a ride with New England, but I ain't real confident on that pick because New England start seasons off real slow too. Bro, ain't got no receivers.
Bro, you know what? They played last year. Is this game in Houston or back in New England?
It's in New England.
You know they played them in fucking New England last year, right? You know, fucking Deshaun Watson went the fuck off against New England last. He threw like 4 touchdowns. Almost, they either had them up on the ropes. They was up like 2 or 3 touchdowns or something, or they came back and had New England on the ropes. I'm telling you, bro. People think about DeAndre Hopkins. The motherfucker is a beast.
Oh boy, a beast too.
Will Fuller, bro.
I don't think he played in that game. Will Fuller neither. And he take the top off that whole
foot or something, bro. I'm telling you. Every time I looked up last year, bro, my fantasy team, it was Deshaun Watson to Will Fuller, bro. I'm telling you, Will Fuller, he's starting to.
Me too, dog.
Bro, this nigga was doing it at Notre Dame, and he ain't stopped in the fucking NFL, bro. If he can stay healthy, you know what I'm saying? He don't be having no major injuries. It just be some shit that keep him out, like broken foots and shit. But I'm telling you, Hopkins, watching the Fuller, you know what I'm saying? Lamar Miller's still capable back. You know,
then they got old boy came back from Texas too. Dante Foreman, he was the power back last year until he fucked this shit up.
Exactly. And then you got the tight end, I forget his name. He's serviceable. You know,
Fish Ryan or some shit like that. It was some Fish,
some shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
That's gonna be a good ass game.
Yeah. Only thing I'm worried about, man, is if fucking Deshaun Watson all the way back. I know what he looked like in the preseason. You know what I'm saying? But I hate when motherfuckers tear the ACL, bro, because I just don't trust that knee again. You know what I'm saying?
But they're supposed to come back stronger, though. A lot of times they tear the other knee up. Yeah, well, you see that most of the time because they depended so much on that knee so much that when they heal the other knee up, it heals stronger and make it stronger. So it'll be interesting. That's gonna be a good ass game, man. Will Fuller got a questionable mark by him though. I don't know if he's gonna play.
I don't like that shit, bro.
So, but yeah, that nigga's winning me some bread on FanDuel last year. I'm trying to tell niggas that FanDuel where it's at, dog. That nigga was winning me some bread, nigga. Like you'll look up, nigga, you'll see like 40 points off your screen. It was like their connection was just so. It was so good off rip. Like the deep ball, it was like he had it perfect. You know, in New England defense ain't shit. You know, New England defense ain't a motherfucking thing, dog. But I'm gonna take New England. I mean, I don't know, just because it's Brady. But remember last year, week 1, they lost to the Chiefs. So, I mean, yeah, they lost to the Chiefs. So it is what it is. Salute to Dark Kent 718. Yeah, we're going to try to do this every week, y'all. We're going to try to do this every week, man. Every week. I don't know exactly what day it's going to be, but every week, man. I got some things planned up, too. Oh, he said watch out for that rookie tight end, Jordan Atkins. Okay, I'm going to start that nigga, man.
Who you from?
Oh, no, I'm starting that nigga because I know he cheap. No FanDuel. I know that nigga is cheap. I wish we could start a fantasy team with me, you, and the rest of them niggas, man, for a couple dollars, man. Just niggas that, like, we know talk football with.
I mean, shit. I mean, the season ain't. Oh, shit. I'm in 6 leagues already, bro.
Yeah, I only do it. I already know you probably fucking swamp.
I could do another one. I mean, I could do another one. Shit.
I ask some niggas, man, because Yahoo handle all your money though. That's what I was trying to tell niggas to do. Yahoo, it handle your money, and you ain't got to worry about nobody paying. But I'm gonna hear your thoughts on this last game, and I'm gonna come back on about an hour and do some boxing if you want to come back on. Falcons and Eagles. Before that, you heard that interview that Ticket TV did on Dante Box Nation, and Kenny Porter called in. He G-checked that nigga.
He G-checked
Kenny Porter. Hell yeah.
Who checked who? Kenny or
Ticket G-checked Kenny Porter.
I ain't see it, but I seen Black Fight Fan upload saying that he feel like Ticket TV got into his feelings too much or some shit.
Man, hell yeah, because he was begging Fred. He was begging Fred to get that interview for a long time, and Fred ain't never got it. He got the opportunity because look, they was on there just chopping it up, and Kenny Porter called in. This wasn't no schedule called in, nigga.
Yeah,
like niggas like scheduled. That nigga just called in. That nigga be listening, dog. Them niggas, man.
Yeah.
Niggas ain't got shit else better to do. You got all these millions. You listen to broke YouTube or something. All right, who you got? Go ahead.
Nah, I'm about to say K Diddy. That's all.
All right, who you got? He say from University of Central Florida. I used to stay in that area down there in Orlando. Who you got? Last one, Falcons Eagles season opener Thursday.
No Alshon Jeffrey, no Carson Wentz. They at home. Ooh.
Big foes.
I'm gonna go with Atlanta, bro. And
that's what I picked.
Matt Ryan. I think Julio, Tevin Coleman, Devontae Freeman. Calvin Ridley gonna surprise people in the opening game.
Muhammad Sanu, you
know what I'm saying? And I think they got a good defense. They defense solid, you know what I'm saying? So I think it'll be a comfortable victory.
This stay perfect. Yeah, this stay perfect time of your regular season. No pressure. Them niggas gonna go out there and put points up on it. Now, if this was a playoff game, I'd have picked the Eagles again, regardless who's starting.
Yeah, but I feel like shit. I feel like if Atlanta defense ain't up to par, they got Mike Wallace. We know that motherfucker at 32, he still can take the top off that bitch. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be the third receiver. So,
but they got old boy back. Desmond Trufant back. I mean, he should be all right.
Still got Brandon Ingram. Or what's his name?
Yeah, he from the D.
Yeah, from Michigan and shit.
The uncle's my football coach.
Oh shit, that's what's up. He got my boy from Tennessee, Ryan Burnett. You know what I'm saying? So, well, I think Eagles gonna put up a good fight, man. They no Wentz, no Jeffrey.
That shit gonna be live Thursday though, man. I'm gonna go work out in the morning when I get off and check that shit out. But yup, that was our live preview show, man. Shout out to everybody that checked it out, man. We're gonna do this every week, man. You're welcome to come back on, man. We can figure out a better day for you to come on. We can do this on here, man. But tell them they can find you at, family.
Hey, you can find me at Colossal Sports TV on YouTube. Find me Colossal Sports TV on all social media. Colossal_Sports TV on Instagram. Colossal Sports TV on Twitter, and Colossal Sports TV Facebook page on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
Yep, we're gonna be back. Y'all know to find me at, man. We're gonna talk some boxing in about an hour. You're welcome to come back on, family. Y'all know what it is. We're gone.